Hi friends, welcome to my easy ATC Art Cards video. Today I'm making ATCs using a paper. This is a jelly print paper that I received in Happy Mail. You can use any kind of cardstock or anything that you have paint on, just clean up paint or anything like that. I'm marking off 3.5 by 2.5 sections for my ATCs. Just making some lines across, cutting that out. And I also did the lines in the back, but I just did it in the front just to have a graph of where I wanted to put some of the stuff. I am putting some gesso on here through this stencil, and I believe the stencil was just picked up at Walmart, so I'm not sure the name. And I just put gesso through there with my palette knife and dried that up. Now I'm using my metallic misters, and I'm using this teal, and I'm letting the water just pull it down, making some streaks, kind of doing the work for me. I'm doing the opposite side in a nice purple and fuchsia kind of a color, and I'm doing the same thing. So after this I dry it up, and then I'm cutting apart my cards already. See the easy steps. You could just throw some gold or something on a blank card, scrape paint across, whatever you like if you don't have a jelly print. I'm inking my edges because I just like that look, and I'm just using a old black stamp pad. I have some torn paper here off the edge of some kind of stamping someone gave me in Happy Mail. This is a leftover, and I'm just putting these love words on there, and I'm tearing them apart. This is part of another project I was doing, these little hearts, and I had all these love words left over, so I thought I'd just use them all up. This is just using scraps basically. I'm gluing them with Elmer's stick glue, school glue, and I'm gluing them down on cardstock, cream cardstock, and then it'll have a nice clean back, so then I can write my info in the back when I give these cards away. I'm using some burnt umber fluid acrylic, and I'm just splashing some black, or the burnt umber, sorry, on there. And I do the same thing with the teal, and it's both fluid acrylic from DecoArts. Dry that up. I find washi tape I've had forever, and it was just the right color, but it was not sticking, so I had to use some Mod Podge, or actually DecoArts, to put that down. And I thought, well, since I'm never going to use it probably on anything else, because it did not stick at all. It stuck to itself at some point. Some of the letters were just mushed behind it, kind of thing, and from the roll. So I just used that as an element for kind of like a stage for my love. I found those little hearts you can see up there. They're like very flimsy tinsel hearts, and I just put those on there. It's very little effort. I was just playing around and having fun with it, just to show how easy it can be with just a little stuff, little product, and not very many steps really. You can collage papers and cutouts and all that kind of stuff on there. I have also did coloring books pieces, and I cut them out for them, stamping words and whatnot. But I just wanted to show you how easy and fast it can be. So I'm just cutting some of the edges of the tape off, and then I'm just using my graphite pencil here. You can use a marker or anything like that, or even just watercolor, water crayons, and I'm just darkening my edges a bit and using my Tim Holtz water brush to do that. That's the brush right there. I didn't think they were really dark enough, so I did go in with a little bit of other black stuff as well. So paint. I started off with a little bit of Posca pen, and then decided to go in with some paint from DecoArts with a fine pointer or a fine liner, and just kind of scribbles that around the edges. So I'm just cutting down my edges, and it didn't take long to do this video really. I think it was about 40 minutes or so. It was just really fast. So there's my Posca pen. It was too light for what I wanted, but there's to show you can play with it. Inking up my edges again. I did all of my edges, did them all again in the black ink. I did the black Posca pen, still wasn't quite what I wanted, even though I just kept trying. through all the cards, but sometimes you just gotta play with it. And then I get my fine liner out, and I'm using a DecoArt paint. It's like a black pearl, that's what it is, from DecoArt. And I'm just doing my edges that way. Doing a little bit of doodling on it, or just doing little markings on it, and that's about it. That was as little steps as possible. I did do a sheen sealer on here. Dry that up. And just showing you guys there. I want it to be all shiny. And that's that. The paint that I did on the edges with the black pearl has quite a bit of texture on it, so it's really nice. And that's it, guys. Easy ATCs, didn't take too much effort, and just playing with it freely and having fun. I hope you guys like this. I have some pictures at the end to show you guys, so if you stick around for about 10 seconds, you can see those. Thanks for watching.